How high are we going in the crypto bull market? Very high. I'm going to tell you where we are in the crypto cycle today. This is the Wall Street cheat sheet, baby dolls. I have a green arrow here that you can see on the left around optimism. Now, if you've been watching me since the beginning, friends, you know I've been going through the cycle of emotions for crypto since the start. And I was very impressed with myself, actually. I got it pretty much spot on again. And what was pretty much the year of 2023? The year of 2023, even though it looks like it just goes up only, it looks like it goes up only, it was a recycling of these emotions. It was disbelief, as you can see right here, disbelief, and then hope and disbelief, rinsing. So that's what it was. Disbelief as in, oh my gosh, the economy's bad. Why are we going up? That's what that disbelief part is. And then the hope is, I hope we just go on a parabolic run from here. And then smack. We got smacked. Does that remind you of how we started off this year? We started running up. We got to February, March. We're like, I hope that we keep going. Smack. And then we actually had some recycling of altcoins and meme coin mania that appeared after that. So we are around optimism, friends. I can feel it. We're around there now. No, not exactly optimism. We're going. I feel like we're going to enter it. And what is optimism? Well, optimism is where they say this rally is real. Okay. Now, when was optimism back in the previous cycle? Optimism, my friends, was when we took a stab at 20K. And then we shot up above 20K, and then people's opinions changed from crypto forever, right? So we go back to this sheet. Look what people said. After optimism, friends, what appears? Belief. Time to get fully invested. So when people see, back in 2020, the crack of 20K, they go, oh my gosh, I've got to go all in. It's never going to come back to 20K again. Okay. Now, what they've done is they've learned from the previous cycles, which is more advanced level friendship here for you. You see, when Bitcoin broke 1,200, it never came back ever again, did it? It stopped at 3K off here. And even the cycle before that, when Bitcoin broke $32, it never came back again. Do you see that, friends, when it breaks these highs? So our cycle here was $20,000. That's why when we came back to 20K, it did the final liquidations down here. Davey Soy Hoffman crying. We came back to 20K, liquidated everyone out here, and then we took the final stab down to 15K. You see? So you can feel that it's going to come again. It's going to happen now. And belief, time to get fully invested. We're not there yet. We have to clear something. So that next part is optimism, where everyone says this rally is real. And after recycling all of that, I think once we clear, see, it just feels like, friends, we're here 18 hours a day. It feels like when we're looking at this chart here, there's a level that you just got to think about. Where does everyone really want to see it clear? Is it around 75 or 100? It's somewhere here, friends. It's somewhere in this box. You can see the market, it wants to clear, I just say 100K round number, but it could be around this channel where we are now. And if you look closely, we have my famous Jim Cramer, lot of damage done by the sell off, and then this part here. So it could be, you know, there's 70K, around 100. It's not a specific point, but, you know, you're getting the general idea where people, they want to invest after strength. They want to back momentum. That's retailers. Everyone loves that. They want to cheer because it's fast money. That's why. So I use the terms non-believers, and it's actually caught on. Everyone starts using this term non-believers now, but bless their hearts, friends. I mean, like, they're non-believers, but they call us stupid because they're like, well, you lock your money up for 3-4 years. You can't touch it. That's risky. Okay, it's risky to them, but we want to win. We're willing to hold through the pain. The non-believers, when they come in, the first round of them actually make a lot of money. That's the part I tell you. But trying to join them and be in the right sector, it's impossible, okay? So they actually make a lot of money because they're making very quick 2s and 3Xs. That's what they're here for. They throw in 30, they get back 60 to 90. They do that. It's just that because they are non-believers, when they get in, everyone around them are even less of a believer. They're also non-believers. They just rush in. So they're seeing some guy throw in 20K, he makes a quick 2 to 3X because all the coins are pumping and pumping, right? And yeah, they're getting distributed on by people who've been in the bear market, but it doesn't matter. It keeps going. It keeps going, right? I mean, a best example, right? I can even go back and show you in time here. when you go back to Bitcoin, right here, I mean, F2 pool, the Scum Chinese whale, they were dumping at 30K, 35K. So they were distributing everywhere here. Guess what? We kept pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping. So even though they're getting dumped on, right, it's not really like there's no negative connotation there because they've come in and they're like, oh, well, I'll double my money in like a month. And they're only having fun. They don't get to sit through the pain. So that brings us to where we are today, friends. Once again, optimism, this rally is real. I believe the optimism phase will be marked by Bitcoin like finally hitting that 100K. It's the wet dream number, okay? And retailers all across the globe will say, wow, this crypto industry, it's going to the moon. It's not going away. It's staying here. It doesn't matter what the government says. It doesn't matter if the corrupt SEC tries to squash it. Wow, Bitcoin hit 100K. Why? Why does it hit 100K? So, see, here's the thing. I tell my friends all the time, bro, it's hitting 100K whether you like it or not. And we give them 30,000 reasons why. They don't listen. Once they actually see on the television, 100K, then they'll actually go, oh my God, I actually got to figure out why did it go? Why did it hit 100K? You know, market caps, money printer, global liquidity. We can give you 1,000 reasons why, but it's just, that's how it works, right? That's when they start paying attention. Green candles make you smarter. So we're waiting, friends, because that's going to be quite a journey. Now, after optimism, we will yearn for the belief and the thrill. So this is the Bitcoin monthly chart right now. Remember optimism, we go back up here. That belief and that thrill. Remember in thrill, I will buy more on margin. Got to tell everyone to buy it. Now, it's funny. We're looking at 100K like, oh, dangerous. I know, but what if, man, what if, friends, we get to, let's actually go back and check it out. What if Bitcoin goes to this 100K like this, friends? What if we actually do this chart? We go to 100K, pop above, come back down, retailers are out. Everyone thinks it's a recession. Then they stimulate, and then we just come back up here. And like, look at this. I mean, like, can you imagine we just do this cup and handle? We break 100. Pew, 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 pew. This part, friends. So that part here, the 100 to 250K zone. Remember, I'm imagining in my mind all the retailers and big scum whales, F2 pool or the other trash miners, the non-believer scum trash, cockroach guts, those types of filthy subhuman filth. I'm imagining them selling at like 80, 90, 100K Bitcoin. They're just front running everyone. They're just selling and then that mess. And then what I'm thinking is eventually we get through that belief and optimism rinse again and we finally go for the thrill part. The thrill would be like we finally cleared 100K on like the third knock, okay? But you're already long for that part, right? So even if we go back here, that's where it gets dangerous, but it gets really fun and fast. So thrill and then euphoria is I'm a genius. Remember, I'm a genius, we're all going to be rich. So what does I'm a genius, we're all going to be rich mean? It could mean when Bitcoin is 250K that people say, we're never going below 100. We're never going below 100. Plan bitches, stock to flow model, that's going to work. We're going to flip gold. Rocco Negra's in. All their average buys. They'll use every data metric just to tell you that it can't go below 100K. And maybe we do go below 100K. So just to remind you, I have even written it here, right? The space between 100K to 250K might be full of air. And lots of people will do leverage, altcoin gambling, partying naked. But until then, we will wait for the optimism phase to begin. So yeah, once again, also the Wojak in the moon. I love this picture, friends, as well. So magical. So as you can see, that's where we are right now, right? We're entering what it feels like, the optimism phase, where everyone's like, whoa. You know, we got a taste of it this year, didn't we? We got the hope. We got the hope part earlier this year where we started to get optimistic and then it rinsed back down. But now we're ready for the next part. Now, I'm going to show you two amazing things side by side and they're going to blow your mind. Because you might say to me, well, is there any evidence of people feeling optimistic? I'll say, yeah. Yeah, there is. You might say, what about a meme coin rising up higher than everyone expects? You've come to the right friend. This is Popcat, friends. Popcat has just hit 1 billion market cap. That's right, Popcat. Popcat, just like, you know, 15th cat coin on Solana. Congratulations to them. Talk about confidence. Look at this, friends. Meme coins coming back. Okay, this thing's breaking the highs. Popcat on Solana. I mean, this thing is, friends, I'm just telling you. Everything I've said about altcoins, they're right, man. I've spent 18 hours a day here. Trust me, I was in disbelief at the start. When I sat down, I'm like, are you really telling me We didn't invent a real new technology this cycle. It was just the discovery that people want to form communities on chain, and they want to use the Bitcoin scarcity with the Ethereum smart contracts, with the Uniswap DEX formula. That's all they want to do. That's all they need to form a community. They don't actually need any more technology. Yes. People want to stamp culture on the blockchain. Yes. It's like putting artwork in a city. Yes. That's what they want. And they turn into a bull market speculation vehicle. When you're buying into an altcoin, you're buying into a share of it. Everything is in attention economy, friends. We live in attention economy. So what do you think happens to the prices of stuff that grab attention? What do you think happens to the value of coins that already have your attention? Like they are older memes. Ones that make you laugh. Ones that make you cry. Ones that are just being yelled at. Everyone dresses up. Like Durkee Turkey's dressing up as a giant dick with butt. You see what I mean? They all look like Pokemon friends. They're so lovable. We use that meme. That's why I mean, like, it's even no question that you have Pico on Pulse Chain. The community is still strong and powering on, friends. It is absolutely not a coincidence that you have the friendship and kindness out here. If you're looking at something like this, Pico on Pulse Chain, where you have people, man, it's so lovable and cute, no one can stop it. You see? Now, it's actually official. What I'm going to do as well, I have to play some Journey music. They were all wrong, friends. All of them. The spirit of memes is still here in the marketplace. Everyone who called the top of meme coins was wrong. So it's actually confirmed. I mean, you have Popcat, a coin coming and hitting $1 billion market cap. It's not an AI coin. It's not a new DEX. It's not a real world assets coin. It's not anything to do with a layer 1 chain or a layer 2. It ain't any of them, brother. It's a meme. Okay, coincidentally, the thing that was meant to go to zero, wow, just hit $1 billion market cap. You know, Popcat, friends, is now rank 81 in the world in terms of crypto. Now, not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy Popcat. It's already $1 billion. I'm just telling you it's a signal. It's a signal that people are taking risk again, but look where they're taking the risk. They're not waiting for Bitcoin to hit 100K before they decide to start believing in memes again. Okay, so that's what it comes down to. Find the cheap meme coins on your favorite chains and start believing in them. Yeah, man, the market's chosen. It says, the market says, we want to have a mindshare access to bull market speculation vehicles, otherwise known as altcoins, okay? And we want them to relate to us. We want them to be able to be shielded early, promoted easy, okay? And what does that mean? Like, basically, you want to buy stuff that's already... that it's either already in the minds of people or it's easily basically formed in the minds of people. It's easy to stamp that culture into someone. That's what people are actually looking for, okay? And the market's responding to it. Now, simultaneously to all of this, friends, this is the others BTC ratio. Of course, very important because it's showing that it is curling up. You see this little part here? It's slowly curling up. Now, we are still obviously behind other cycles, but it's good to see that we are curling up. Look at this. We are actually starting to move up. Friends, look how dark it got down here, man. That was a Japanese Pokemon Island stuff. You see that? Now we're starting to move up. We've got a while to go before this, but I just want to show you, look how fast it started moving in 2020. It just literally started going, pew. Now, this was because Bitcoin broke the all-time high, okay? So maybe Bitcoin breaking 70K will do that same thing, and look what it did here as well. Just literally, this started shooting up. This was XRP, Ethereum breaking up highs after Bitcoin broke the all-time high massively, okay? So are we going to see something that surprises us and does this as well? Maybe. Once it flips green on the weekly super trend, traditionally, and we don't know, friends, you can't really rely on everything for the past, but it was 100 days to the top. And, you know, you're going to be surprised, right? So May 2021 was the top, but it flipped green in February. So in Feb, friends, basically no altcoin had moved. It was just Doge. Doge was just moving in Feb. And then all of the magic happened. See, Feb and March was just grinding, you're doing okay. And then it was literally April, May, it was over. And we still haven't matched those prices today. That's how fast it happened. It flips green in Feb 2021, February, and then March, April, May, it's over. Wild times, man. That's how fast these things can move. Now, are they going to happen to that fashion, that fast? We don't know. We'll see. And now, friends, I'm going to end on Ansoy. And of course, because he's blocked me, he's going to have to be called Ansoy. Ansoy has a top 10 meme coin conviction list. Obviously, Dog with Hat, he's got 100 billion. Look, he's long Dog with Hat. It's his coin. So, of course, you're going to put just 100 billion, bro. Friends, you got to have big targets. That's it. You got to believe. And trust me, ain't no one believing harder than a meme coin guy. You know in crypto, dude, everyone freaking believes. Like, meme coiners believe so freaking hard. And they believe so much. It's crazy. They're like, you know what? We're all dead in a bear market anyway. That's the funny part. Now, when it comes to his list, these are like hyper bull targets, right? Mog 50 billion, Mew, Giga, Michi, Mother. This is the smoking chicken fish. Other ones are microcap. So you have Dog we've had 100 billion, and it's just strange because like his target for Dog we've had is 100 billion, and I literally have a prophecy, friends. Remember my exotic top signal list? And I have it here, right? Look at the last list here. A meme coin hitting 100 billion market cap. So that is actually on... I've just had this since the start. I just thought, hey, that's a nice round number. This is your friend Sami. It is decidedly so. Of course, you have the orange juice with some 5 ice cubes here as well, friends. So, yes. Is a meme coin going to hit 100 billion? Man, what's going to happen to the industry if we get that? The cope. The cope. The cope. They're all going to be watching my videos, friends. All of them. Where I'm basically laying out the blueprint. I can already see it, by the way. I can already see something of mine going viral. And it's like literally a video from a year ago. Yeah, this is like when you're next year, 2025. And they're playing 2024 Sami. Saying like, the market realized they're all VC coins. They would rather buy a cheap scam, a meme coin, rather than an expensive scam, okay, like a VC tech coin. The market's actually smarter. It outwitted the VCs, and people believe and trust in all these memes as well. Yada, yada, all these things, man. I could just see it happening. Now, if we see that 100 billion market cap for a meme coin, it doesn't have to be Dog with Hat. It could be Peppy. It could be Doge. Something hits 100 billion as a meme coin. So in that world, there might be like the final monthly grasp, the euphoria, where, friends, you got to think big, man. If a meme coin, this is why your friend Sami, this is ultimately what it comes down to, okay? I've got my hickory pipe. I've got my cigar, okay? I have my cigarette too. I'm telling you, if a meme coin hits 100 billion market cap, anything under 100 million will be considered a cheap microcap. Okay? It will. It will be considered cheap under 100 million. So, in that final mania, let's say Dog with Hat or Peppy, something does hit 100 billion. Doge, don't know what it is. Okay, SHIB, who knows? There will be that final rush of people who historically, they get so much FOMO. They've seen everyone else make money in crypto because they're seeing all the screenshots, all the leverage and everything else out here. They want a fast 2 to 3x. So what they'll probably do is watch videos of all these influencers saying top 10 coins to do a 10x from here. You see? And they'll just all be 100 million market cap coins that are 10x to 1 billion. Remember, because Dog with Hat or something, whatever it will be 100 billion, 100 billion up the top. So anything that's 100 million, which is 0.1 billion, that's going to be considered cheap. And then in that mania, that final wave, you probably don't get them all to hit a billion, of course. But there will be a lot of them, they do that final spike up. And maybe they go from 100 million, they spike to like 200 million. And that's the top. You see? But look where we've come from. And there are so many altcoins on Ethereum, especially on Pulse Chain. Dude, they're at like a couple of 100,000 market cap. They're 300k market cap, 500k. You have 2 million, 3 million, Pika, Dick with Bar, HOA. You see these friends? And that's why even PDI being 60 million is tiny. They're tiny. So you're seeing the picture now. But here's the thing. They are the cart that can't come before the horse. The horse is the speed. That's Bitcoin shooting into the optimism phase. Okay, so we can't get these numbers. And friends, let me just tell you this, dude. Even if these numbers don't happen, bro, divide them by 3. Divide them by 3. Okay. Dog with hat at 30 billion. Okay. Think about that. You know the numbers I just used for you before? I said 100 million would be a market cap gem. Okay. Well, if Dog with hat only hits 30 billion, okay, well, your 100 million market cap gem is now 30 million. That's a gem now. And it goes up to 50 million. And that's still big, friends. When you're looking at stuff like that that can shoot up 20 to 30x from here. My gosh. Do you see that? And like, think about a deep value contrarian chain like Pulse Chain. What if PLS, the speed, does a 25x from here? That means the altcoins are going to do anywhere from like 100 to 200x. You see, the opportunity is huge, but it takes time, right? We need to get to this optimism phase first. And last but not least, you're my baby doll. Most crypto participants are fooled by randomness. We are all correlated. It's a culture casino. Look at this. Everything plus 2%, minus 2, p-hex, okay? Plus 1, minus 1, minus 1, plus 1, blah, 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 blah. See, just... Look, man. We're all correlated. You get it? We're all correlated. And it's funny whenever... there's always like a Bitcoin maxi who comes out and says, oh, altcoins are all correlated. And I'm just... Here I am smoking my fake cigar prop. And I'm like, you know, brother, you know, your Bitcoin, my Bitcoin, our Bitcoin, you know, it's correlated to stonks. You know that, right? You know, Mr. NASDAQ, you know, Mr. Stonk Market, S&P 500, the Standard and Poor's 500, we're correlated to that, you know? So everything you shit on altcoins for, okay, you know, stock market is doing the same thing for Bitcoin, right? And you know, Mr. Stonk Market guy, when he takes a poop on Bitcoin, I say, hey, bro, you heard of the M2SL chart? You heard of the money printer? You heard of the money supply stock? Your stonks are just a function of the money printer. You know, if we go deflationary, your stonks are going to zero, brother. We're all turbo leveraged on the same thing. You get that, right? That's right. The government, they print the currency, they pay the government workers who go out and seep stuff into the economy. That's the first leg. That's basically the first part, I guess, of their, like, in the stimulus and stuff out here. They go and spread out to the economy. If the government stopped printing money and couldn't pay the workers, bro, we're all going to zero. All of us are going to zero, okay? So we're all on a risk curve, friends. We're all correlated. There's a difference, though. You go, oh, if we're all correlated, what's the difference? The difference is how frequent you can access your liquidity. Okay, the longer you have the duration of your liquidity access, which is like crypto, the higher your potential reward. However, it's more risky because anything can interrupt you in year 2 and year 3, like what we have right now. Okay, case in point, friends, there are people who bought Hex at 30 cents. They still can't access their liquidity. They're taking like a 95% hit, and it's been like 3 years, more than 3 years. You see that? I've given you an extreme part, yeah? In the stonk market, they don't have to wait 3 years most of the time. They only got to wait like 6 months. Stocks are usually always going up. You see, out of a 6-year period, stonk market's going up 5 out of the 6 years. So you see? And by the way, some people don't even want to wait like 6 months to a year. They want their liquidity available like every week, every month. That's a government bond. Do you see that? They can have cash savings. They can have short-term treasury bonds, or they can have the cash savings. They're like, I need the cash. I need it today. But you get no growth for that. So what I've done now, friends, I've like given you a 3D view of the yield curve where you have like cash in the corner, right? You have the bottom, the low risk, you have cash, you have bonds, short-term maturity stuff, and then you move into stonks, you know, low cap, mid cap, high cap stocks, and then we move into the crypto currencies, which is where we are today. And then we even have Bitcoin. You want more risk, you got Ethereums. You want more risk, you got Pulse Chain. You want even more risk, you have Pulse Chain altcoins. You see that? So we have the whole risk curve. But ultimately, at the end of the day, they all have to go up together. It's just that where you can access your liquidity. So basically, let's say if you've got $5,000 portfolio and you have no savings, you're going to have a hard time in the risky stuff because you like, if you desperately need your money after 2 years, look what happened to Hex, right? It down still 99%, 98% or whatever. Just give you an example. Now, I hope it all comes back and we all pump to the moon, but you get an idea, friends. So if you're buying into risky stuff, you got to take a long-term mindset. But like, even if you desperately needed liquidity, you can't get it. Okay, so I've given you everything in a nutshell. I'm going to tweak my nibbles. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you in the next one.